just a quick show of hands. How many of you guys know what happened during the 2008 recession?
What?
Like what? If you guys know what happened, like what caused the 2008 recession? Just like quick raise a hand.
Are you saying 2008?
Yeah.
Recession.
Oh, yeah, I couldn't understand that word.
So, all right. So, how many of you guys know anybody who was affected by it? Whether they lost their homes? All right. So, do you guys understand what happened there, or no? Go to the next one. So, what they do, or what happened was, banks were taking your mortgages, credit card debt, and car loans, and even student loans, and they were selling them to investors. So this is what it's called a collateralized debt obligation. So here's where you get your loans and your credit cards, and they sell them out to investment banks. Investment banks put them all together and sell them out to investors. Next one. And the problem here is that the rating agencies, well, the way the rating system goes is that you have AAAs, which are like your best investments. AA's are good. And you start getting to your Bs, which are called subprime. And the rating agencies put these all together, and they ship them off as AAA. Now they did that because banks were giving them just like a whole bunch of money they were paying them, and which could be considered a, like, I can't remember the word, but I mean, like, it's just in the benefit of the banks to be getting the rating agencies to rate them this way. So, investors got smart. What they did was they got a collateralized debt default swap. And what that is you go to an insurance company, and you pay them monthly every fees. Just in case if that CDO goes bad, you get part of your money back. But the thing that insurance companies messed up on is that they pay themselves bonuses instead of saving all that money. So when the CDOs did go bad, they had to pay the investors, they had to pay speculators. Now speculators are people who are on the outside saying, you know what, this CDO's gonna go bad, I wanna put money down, and they got paid in the end. But, so what they're doing now is you'd be dumb to sell CDOs, but they just rebranded them. They called them bespoke tranche opportunity. Now what that means is you have your investor, and he's calling which ones he wants. But again, the rating agencies are the ones that are rating them. They're the ones being paid by the banks. So my family's actually, we lost our home in 2010. And according to bobsullivan.net, the site reported that there were over 7 million people lost their homes. And who are to blame? The banks and the government blame poor people, immigrants, and teachers. Now, why? Because poor people can't pay their mortgages, immigrants can't pay mortgages, car loans, and teachers can't pay credit card debts. Those were the people who were blamed. And there was a guy named Carlos Carrega. He's an economist. He studies economy. He teaches economy at the University of Barcelona. And this was a study they did on minorities in the United States during the recession. Now you can see all the way up to recession would have been about here. So the change between 2006 and 2015 on non-Hispanic whites where homes went down 3.9%, Black Americans went down negative 5.5, Hispanics went down 4.1, and Asians another one down 6.1. So what happened in the end is that the American taxpayers bail out the banks every single time. And now, it was Mike Collin from Forbes estimated there was over $16 trillion that were given to the banks. And now what happened there was the banks, instead of saving that money again, they pay themselves bonuses. So, next one. Now, obviously there's arguments on the other side that this is a capitalist society, that the government shouldn't be involved as much as they should be. But the government should be involved because you have the rating agencies who are being paid. So one solution would be there is to instead of having like private rating agencies, have the government rate all the CDOs or the BTOs as they call them now. The next one. And there's another argument, the other side is that we need to let trickle-down economics do its thing, where the CEOs of Goldman Sachs, Lehman Brothers, the more money they make, the more money we should make. But the thing is that they keep building up the glass, so it never trickles down to us. Next one. So my solution is simple. It's to start a petition. The petition is going to be to regulate banks and rating agencies. Now what that means is, like I said, set up a government rating agency instead of a privately owned one. And to start a petition, it's simple. You have to figure out how many signatures you need. For this is a federal issue, so you would probably need like a couple 100,000. Find what information you need, addresses, phone numbers, and how to start a petition. You can go door to door or go online. Next one. So like I said, I was affected by it. You guys said you were affected by it, a few of you. I want to ask you, who's going to be next? Are you guys going to let yourselves get in trouble again? Or do you think the banks and rating agencies should be regulated? Thank you.